Right, I got a couple of these XV1900 exhausts off eBay pretty cheaply over the last couple of years. I've actually ended up with two spare ones. So I've got the original exhaust, and I've looked at a way of modding these because I was going to buy a full Vance and Hines exhaust system, but after reading on the forums that you lose the X-up valve and you lose that bit of bottom end grunt, and the fact that some people have done that, gone to that expense, and then ended up going back to the original exhaust because they missed that low end grunt. Because the X-up valve does seem to make a difference, and obviously if you change the whole system out, you lose that X-up valve. So what I want to do is keep the system apart from the end can. A company called Roadhouse made an end can, which unfortunately they've gone out of business, and I think a company called D&G do an end can, which I've looked, and I saw one shop in England selling it a couple of years ago, but since then I haven't seen one. So I've got a couple of these cans, so I'm having a look at a way of actually modding them to give the bike a bit more grunt, shall we say. Right, the first thing I did is, on the, you might notice there's a couple of welds here, and what I actually did is I actually cut the welds first, thinking I could take that end piece off. Well, that didn't work. Inside the exhaust there's actually two walls. There's one about here, and there's another one about here, with various pipework, plumbing going in between the two. And here there's like a honeycomb, like catalytic converter, which on the original exhaust, which I'll show you in a minute, I drilled down through the cat to basically mush it up and pull it out. It's only now that I've actually cut my original exhaust that I've managed to get the cat out, shall we say. Right, let's have a look at my other exhaust now. I'm going to shine a light in here. Right, I don't know if you can see that, but that is looking down. There you go. Right, where it's all sort of busted out on the right and on round the edge there, that is the where there was a whole block honeycomb of catalytic converter, which I basically drilled through first and then I punched out. And it's only just now I've actually taken, because it all fell down, and you shake it, and it just stays in there. But I've used like a crocodile crips to actually go down and pull it out. Now it goes down to a point which is like it's a mesh point, and you come to the first wall. Okay, I'll just show you what the honeycomb looks like. Right, okay, the honeycomb section is actually this sort of stuff, which I basically drilled loads, and it basically blocks the hole, but obviously down there. So I passed the drill through it, a long drill, many times, and then got various bits of metal to go down there and punch it out. But it all just fell in, so it's only now I've actually started pulling it out. So that's all out of the way, as you can see. Well, I'll just flip it over. Right, this is the ugly mess of when you cut the end of your exhaust off. As you can see, I've got four pipes. One leads down, but the rest look just seems to me like they're for decoration purposes. Now, this one here goes all the way down to that bottom gauze. Behind that gauze is where the honeycomb block was sitting. These ones just, if I shine a light down there, you might be able to see. You can't really see, but these three pipes just lead to a wall. Like the second, obviously that part there is the first wall, right, which is holding these pipes. The second wall, which is, I'll show you through right now. Right, it's just down there. That little bit of shining up is the back of the wall. Now, what I've done is I've put a long rod like through the old honeycomb bit and poked around, and there's only one hole out the back here, and it's this pipe here, that one there you go. Right, so basically the gases go through that gauzy bit at the bottom there, and it just must go round and round in circles, and eventually comes out this hole here, this pipe here. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some long drill bits, and I'm going to drill through that wall there at the bottom, which will lead to, there you go, see there's no other hole down there, it's just, that's one solid wall. This is the only pipe where the exhaust gases come out. So all this plumbing here, I don't understand why they've got it. Now down this pipe here, they've got like a gauze in. It's like a serrated, meshy near the bottom. Now I don't know if the gases are supposed to go through that pipe into this chamber here, and then eventually come out this way here. I don't know, but as I said before, I'm going to punch through that bottom wall with some nice big holes, and then see where we're at. Then the plan is to either get the original one of these and refab it to fit back on here, or make an end cap for this. I'm not sure yet. Right, I've drilled several holes. You can see them there like that, through the wall, using a very long drill bit that I've got, which has burnt out several times. As you can see, it's well rounded off now. I've had to stop and regrind it several times to get it to go through. It just seems to be melting the end of the drill bits, unless it's really mild soft steel. Anyway, right, so drill the holes. I can't get anything bigger down now. I mean, I've got this bit here, but I haven't got a chuck that'll take that. It just seems massive. So my next job is I'm going to basically put a file into a drill the holes out a bit bigger, and then move on to this file to make them a little bit bigger. And I think that's as good as I'm going to get that. There you go. I actually hit it with an SDS drill, but you know that drill bit's nice and long. It's a masonry bit, and it's basically just polishing the metal. It's not actually cutting anything, so it's a bit of a waste of time really. Right, let's crack on. This is how I'm doing it, old school, brace and bit, well, brace and file. Oh, if you do it like this, basically you need to wind it the wrong way and then wind it the right way about quarter of a turn. As you wind it the right way quarter of a turn, it will bite in it, because these are like almost shredded, so they'll try and screw themselves in. If you screw it in too much, it will get stuck. On the smaller file it was a problem, but this one it shouldn't be too much of a problem. So basically, wind it the wrong way, quarter of a turn the right way, it will bite. Wind it the wrong way, and just keep at it until you get through. It's actually hard work, but wow, what else are we going to do? As you can see, I've just drilled out one hole using the bigger file now, and if you persevere, you'll get there. So just to show it actually works. Right, let's crack up. Right, I've made all the holes bigger now, so I've actually light now. I don't know if I'm a bit light in there. There you go. It's I've knocked out about quarter to 50% of the wall, so it's should breathe a lot easier now. Next stage is put it on the bike and test run it. Alright, my new stub heat exhaust, not complete, but let's give it a go.